The best time to use substitution is when you have one variable that can be left alone easily. And I see this y right here can be left alone pretty easily. So we're going to do that. We're going to say y equals negative 4x plus 2, because that 4x has to go to the other side of the equation, right? So now I have done something to this equation, so we can't use him again, but we're going to use the other equation. And I'm going to put this in its own blanket, and I'm going to write the other equation down, but wherever I see a y, I'm going to put a parenthesis. Do you see the top equation? All I did was take out the y and put in a parenthesis. So if y equals this mess here, right, y equals this, then in the other equation, I can put that in as substitution, because y equals that. For the second equation, y equals negative 4x plus 2. So in the first equation, wherever I see a y, I'm going to plug in negative 4x plus 2. And now we're just going to clean up. So we have 2x plus 4x minus 2 equals negative 5. And we have 6x equals negative 3. And divide by 6, x equals negative 1/2. Once you do this and find the first letter, the second step is the same. You pick one of these two original equations and plug it in. So I have 4 times negative 1/2 plus y equals 2. So that's negative 2 plus y equals 2. So y equals 4. So your answer is still going to be negative 1/2, 4. So I look at these two and I see that I have two b's that are naked, basically. They don't have anything on them. So we can leave the b's alone. If I leave the b alone in this equation here, I get b equals 3a plus 5. So I've used that second equation. I need to use the first equation to plug that into. So I have 3a plus, there's a b. We're going to put a parenthesis, equals negative 1. And now I'm going to put this in the parenthesis, 3a plus 5. Do you see how it creates an equation with only one variable? So we can solve for that variable. So we get 3a plus 5 equals negative 1. 6a equals negative 6 when this 5 goes over here as a negative 5. So a equals negative 1. And now we plug that a into either one of those equations, and we get negative 3 plus b equals negative 1, b equals 2. So I have negative 1, 2 is our answer.